This Juan Soto situation is starting to get really weird for the New York Mets. From getting called out by his manager, from not showing up for post game interviews, and uh, refusing to be mic'd up after agreeing to it during the Subway Series, during the rivalry weekend against the New York Yankees. He made his return to Yankee Stadium, and it was anything but pretty for Juan Soto. So we'll break that down and much more on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. What's up, everybody? Welcome into 3 Up, 3 Down, presented by Baseball Town. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis. And before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button because a large percentage of you who are watching these videos are not subbed to the channel. But guys, rivalry weekend was fun. It was a lot of fun over these past few days for Major League Baseball. I mean, we saw some great rivalries come to light. Most notably, the Subway Series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Juan Soto made his return back to the Bronx after leaving them after 1 year, going to the World Series, arguably having his greatest season as a Major League Baseball player. It wasn't enough to keep him in the Bronx. But what if I told you that he actually wanted to stay in the Bronx? Let's take a look at this quote here by Michael Kay on the Michael Kay Show. People in the know say that Juan Soto wanted to be a Yankee. He chose the Yankees, but his family wanted him to be a Met, so he chose the Mets. Now, this is all speculation. We don't know this for sure. But the only time that he looked happy over the weekend was when he was talking to Aaron Judge, when he was greeting some of his former Yankee teammates like Jazz Chisholm, Austin Wells behind the plate. I mean, it was a very weird weekend. And then you have the bleacher creatures who usually do the roll call. They just turned their backs completely on Juan Soto in right field. Found it very cringeworthy, but hey, I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan. If you pay top dollar to sit in Yankee Stadium and to cheer your team, you buy merchandise. I mean, you do what you want. As long as it's not insulting to the players, as long as you're not threatening them or their families, anything is fair game. And if you pay for a ticket, you can say pretty much anything you want, as long as it doesn't cross the line. And I don't think Yankee fans necessarily cross the line, but I found this really interesting that people in the know believe that Juan Soto wanted to be a Yankee and that he chose the Yankees, and then it ultimately just didn't end up happening. So, pretty weird situation all around. Juan Soto is a Met. I mean, he signed a 14-year deal. There's no real way out of it unless the Mets just opt out or want to get rid of him altogether, which I don't think they're going to do. But it hasn't gotten off to a flying start for Soto, and that's putting it lightly. Like, he has not really lived up to the expectations as of yet. I think he'll be fine. He's one of the best hitters that we've ever seen in the game, and arguably a top five hitter of his generation. So he's going to be all right. The 830 OPS or whatever it is right now, it's not really a cause of concern for me. Maybe it is for Mets fans, but it's definitely a cause for concern for Carlos Mendoza, the manager of the New York Mets. Mets hierarchy is concerned about Juan Soto's lack of enthusiasm, per Bob Clapp on X. Soto agreed to be mic'd up during Sunday's game, but changed his mind because he's tired of answering questions about Aaron Judge and why he chose the Mets. He then bailed on reporters after the loss, and Carlos Mendoza was asked about the lack of hustle from Juan Soto, said he's going to have a private conversation with him in order for him to, kind of just show a little bit more engagement because he hasn't as of yet. And it's been sort of a whirlwind of a few games here that Juan Soto has participated in, and it is concerning. It's definitely concerning when you sign him to that large of a contract and he's just not living up to the hype. I mean, his numbers look okay. He's got 8 home runs on the season. He's got an OPS of 815. Those are definitely solid numbers, but you're going to need more. You're going to need more out of the guy that you paid almost $800 million to, probably more than $800 million to. So definitely a gripe, a legitimate gripe for Mets fans who are already regretting the contract that they gave to Juan Soto. I'm going to try to reassure you here as a non-biased kind of neutral observer. He's going to be fine. He's Juan Soto. He's 26 years old. He is one of the premier players in the game today. He's going to be all right. The Mets are going to be just fine, and they're still in first place despite him not living up to the tremendously high bar that he has set for himself in the past. So things haven't been as smooth as Met fans would have liked. I mean, they pried Juan Soto away from the Yankees. Not often do you see something like that happen, and they were able to entice him to come to New York and play in Queens for the Mets. It made sense. I mean, he got pretty much what he wanted. He got everything that he wanted. He got a suite for his family. I mean, it's hard to argue with his choice considering everything that worked out in his favor in terms of going to the New York Mets. So again, not I'm not concerned for the Mets. I'm not concerned for Juan Soto, but there have been some warning signs just in the first year of a 14-year deal. So definitely something to monitor as we advance in this season and as we get closer and closer to the middle portion of that contract. But as for right now, I mean, not really a cause for concern. An 815 OPS could be a slow start. I'm sure he's going to get towards the 900 or even above 900 mark by the end of the season. But let me know in the comments section down below if you are a New York Mets fan. Are you worried about Juan Soto? Is it time to worry? Is it too early to panic? Just a handful of games into his Mets career. I mean, it's been what? It's been 47 games that he's played. So we're not even a third of the way through the Major League Baseball season. Still got a lot of racetrack left to go. But when you see things like this pop up, and Michael Kay, let's not kid ourselves, he is the biggest Yankee homer that there is in the broadcast community. He's a Yankee through and through. He always has been a Yankee. So not really buying too much into those comments, but it's definitely possible, especially seeing the way that he interacted with some of his former Yankee teammates over the weekend during rivalry weekend by Major League Baseball. So again, interesting situation, something that we'll have to monitor as the weeks and the months go on here. But let me know in the comment section down below, cause for concern. And before we wrap up, again, make sure to hit that subscribe button because a large percentage of you who are watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. And make sure to check out baseballtown.ca as well. They're your one-stop shop for everything that you need baseball or softball related. And I will see you all tomorrow. Let's have a good week, people.